Good morning students. Now today we are going to start our fourth lecture of the chapter number 2, that is microorganism, a friend or a foe. In this we have discussed about the many of the structures of the viruses, algae, fungi or the diseases, protozoa, and that structure I have just been given you, that you have to make the structure of all these types of the microorganisms in your fair notebook. So I hope that you all have do your entire work in your notebook. Okay, so do your work on the regularly purpose and don't miss a single lecture, because it will create a problem for you only, that in the last you have get a bunch or the bulk of the homework, and in that you are not be able to complete, even you get tired as well. Okay, so just try to complete your homework and be regular taking the online classes. If you are getting some kind of eyesight problem, then no issue beta. First of all, that you have to be keep distance, that the distance between the eye and the phone or the laptop and tablet which you are using for taking the online classes, there will be sufficient distance between them. And afterwards, after each and every online class, after each and every video lecture, you have to take the 15 to 20 minute rest, and then only you have to be start your next lecture. Then as if you are doing such type of the thing in a regularly purpose, then you are not be getting any kind of eyesight problem. Okay, clear? Moving ahead with this, yesterday we have discussed about this microorganism, where do the microorganism live. Now today we are going to start with our next one. Here are some, for example, of the malaria is caused by protozoan and plasmodium, which lives in a parasite in the human being, blood of the human being. So such kind of malaria has been caused by which type of the disease, virus, but that is protozoan, and plasmodia which live in the parasite is in the present in our blood of the human being. Okay, so this is about where do this microorganism has been live in the body of the human being, animals, plants as well. So that we have discussed. Moving ahead with the next one, that is activity number 4. Activity number 4. So in this activity, scrape your tooth with a clean toothpick. You have to be scrape your tooth with the clean toothpick and spread the scraping on the clean and the dry slide in a drop of a water. Allow the scraping to the dry on the slide and put a few drop of the crystal violet stain on the dried scraping. Leave the slide for 5 minutes. Now dip the slide in the clean water 2 to 3 times, holding it from the one side. This will remove extra stain. What you have to do? You have just be taken आपने एक टूथपिक लिए, a clean toothpick, and you have just be scrape your tooth, साफ कर रहे हैं आप उससे. Now you have just be spread this scraping on a clean dry slide of a drop of a water. Now as you are scraping of a dry on the slide, put some few drop of the violet stain. You have to be put the violet stain on that of a dry scraping and leave a slide for 5 minutes. Now what you have to do, you have to be dip that slide in the clean water for 2 to 3 times and holding it from the one side, otherwise it will be fallen down in the water, and due to this it will remove the extra stain. So what you have examined, the first slide, the slide first under the low power and then under the high power of a microscope. Take the help of a teacher. What do you observe? You have to take this and you have to be see the slide first of all at the low power, then after the under the high power of a microscope. So what observation you have made? Next one, you will see the number of small structures. These all are the bacteria. You know it very well. What do you learn from this activity? So bacteria are present in the mouth. Having known the bacteria present in your mouth, what precautions you have to take to see what you do not get disease? Two things. First, teeth should be brushed after every meal. Second, the mouth should be thoroughly rinsed with the clean water. You can also study the bacteria from performing the activity number 5. Activity number 5 also we have studied afterwards, but for not getting any kind of a disease in our teeth, what things we have to be utilize. First thing is that beta, you have to be clean your teeth after every meal. After every meal you have to be brush your teeth, okay. Then second one, you have to be rinse your mouth thoroughly with the clean water, and if you do so, then not even a single bacteria should be infected your teeth. And for this, an activity number 5 is also be present. For the more clarification we will do afterwards here, okay. Here is the activity. First we will do the activity number 5. Allow cooked potato or the other vegetables not rot in a water. After a few days, examine a drop of a water under the high power of a microscope. Use a crystal violet on a stain. What? You have just be allowed a cooked potato. You have just cooked the potato or any kind of the other vegetable and just be rot in a water. And after a few days, what you have examined, a drop of a water under the high power of the microscope. Okay, you have just be seen many kind of the bacteria as lying in that. Okay, clear? Now, microorganism and us. What is there between microorganism and us? Whether they are useful for us or not. So, here the microorganism play an important role in our lives as well as in the environment also. Some of them are beneficial in a many ways, whereas some others are harmful and cause the diseases. So, let us study about them in a detail. Okay, means both the roles has been playing by the microorganism. That's why the name of this chapter is the microorganism is a friend or a foe. Means they are very much beneficial as well as harmful in both the kind they are. So, they have been play an important role in our life as well as in the environment also. They are very beneficial in many ways, but they are also harmful and causes a disease. As like I just told you for your teeth, that it can be infect your teeth with the disease has been infected your tooth. Okay. So, in this we have studied both the nature of the microorganism. So, now we are going to be study about them in a detail. So, the useful microorganism is microorganisms are used for the number of purposes such as preparation of a curd, bread, cake, idli dosa and cheese, in a medicines to produce antibiotic and vaccines, food, cleaning the environment, in industry to produce the alcohol, wine, vinegar, the acetic acid, in agriculture to increase the soil fertility as well. So, these are the 6 useful things where it has been used in many purposes. So, these are the useful things only beta, that we can prepare the curd, bread, cake, idli, dosa, cheese all with the help of the microorganism. Even the medicine which have been produced, the antibiotic and vaccine also be made by this. Food, for the preservation of the food as well, cleaning of the environment, in industry to produce the alcohol, wine, vinegar, and in the agriculture to increase the soil fertility. So, all these has been discussed. Okay. Now, next one is your how the formation of curd take place. So, how it has been fermented. So, in this, making a curd is a process in which the lactose means milk sugar of the milk is converted into lactic acid by the action of a certain bacteria, and that name of the bacteria is lactobacillus. Lactobacillus is the name of the bacteria which is useful just to make convert the milk into a curd, which is very much beneficial on making of a curd. Okay, so it will just be convert into a lactic acid with the help of a bacteria, and that bacteria is lactobacillus. Clear? Now, how the curd has been made? To make a curd or small amount of a curd added to a warm milk, you have seen your mothers are doing this, and keeps the milk containing vessel in a warm place. The curd in fact contains some bacteria, of which lactobacillus is the one which promotes the formation of a curd. When warm milk is mixed with the curd, then a lactobacillus bacteria has been formed. Lactobacillus starts growing and convert the milk sugar lactose of the milk into the lactic acid. So, this is the turn begins to make the milk thicker. Okay, at this time it will just be turned into that milk has been become thicker. So, finally the curd is made. Once the curd is made, once the curd has been made, it is transferred into a cooler place that will not be get so much sour, and this is done in the order to reduce the further growth of a bacteria. If you are not be after preparing of a curd, if you are not putting them in a cold or a cooler place, then you can just be seen that bacteria are forming again and again, and it will become very much sour in a taste. So, otherwise the bacteria would make it sour by excessive production of the lactic acid. Okay, lactic acid is the reason or responsible for the sour taste of the curd. Okay, so we are just be careful of this as well. Clear? So, which kind of a bacteria is present or just be responsible for making the curd? That is lactobacillus. Okay, it has just be lactose, milk is there, sugar, and which has been converted milk into a lactic acid, and the bacteria has been formed, that is lactobacillus. This is the one of the question. Okay, so this is that. So, you have to be in today's homework, what you have to do beta? You have to be write how the curd has formed. Okay, how curd has been formed, that you have to be mentioned in your own language. Clear? Okay, this is today's homework. You have to be do that. Okay, thank you. That's all for today.